So as it turns out, you're supposed to go here in the basement and interact with this. So there are cracks in the wall. I can feel a draft here. So obviously, you're supposed to break it down. Can I finally use my crowbar? Or something other than like taking off boards? Because I've been trying to use the crowbar to break other things. Apparently, you can break this. This weird feeling, as if these walls are hiding something. But could it be? Smash. Cora, smash. Oh, that's a weird sound effect. Anyway, there you go. You're supposed to go here. A little hidden, to be honest. Like, as far as I know, the only hint is that the perspective, is fixed now. And I mean, the fact that I think it was implied that you're supposed to go in the depths of the train station, right? So the basement is the lowest point of the area, but still, I don't know. It's just so it looks like a smudge on the wall. It looks like everything else. Anyway, there's a small shaft behind the wall. There seems to be something at the end of it, but I can't make out what exactly. Should I crawl in? Yes. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I mean, I could go back and save, I guess. But that's fine. All right, crawling in the vent. Very suspicious. Are we infiltrating Shadow Moses? Go. Gonna follow the rats. Overlook the prison cells and save the DARPA chief. So I guess. I mean, is it the vents or? Actually, I try to go back, but it doesn't work. You can only go forward. I was gonna say though, is this? I mean, are these vents or she mentions a shaft of some sort? Maybe it's not a vent. I don't know what you call it. Maybe we're just going left, but technically, are we going down? Maybe I'm not sure. Finally. That sequence took a while. Kind of like climbing the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3. You ever play like some kind of song? I don't know. Anyway, while we're here, what's this? A deep shaft. I can't see anything down there. Can I shine a flashlight? A lighter? No. Put on the mask? Use a crowbar? I mean, obviously this is boarded up, so now I can use the crowbar again. Of course. Turn the flashlight. Time to get killed by a monster. Oh, interesting. Interesting change of perspective. Diagonal as well. You go left, right? No. It's fixed. You can't like go back. Alrighty. Oh, it's a train. I thought it was an escalator at first, but no, it's like a train. And it's like, wee! Fun slide. Good. Amazing. There's the boy. Hey, what's up? Anthony, is that you? Cora. Are you alright? Did this thing hurt you? I got lost down here. Now I can't find the way up anymore. It's cold down here, and dark. I'd have that feeling within me, too. Scared, Cora. It's all good, Anthony. You're braver than you know. Stay close to me. We'll make it out of here, together. Last time she said that, Ivy got super murdered by the shadows. So he's a little slow. Can you hurry up? Hurry up, kid. Is everything alright? So tired. I'll hold on a little longer. We'll soon find a way out of here. Will we? Oh, that is. The strange black material is coming out of the wall. Hurry up, kid. Red signal. Hurry up. Your AI pathing sucks. I don't know if we need to stay close to them or not. Ah. I'm assuming that's the last bone fragment, but can't get it. But also, we're collecting it for some reason. I don't know. The floor collapsed. I can't make anything out down there. Just deepest darkness. Oh. Obviously, Anthony's gone. Anthony? Where is he? Can do anything in this? No? What's this? This hole wasn't here before. There's a ladder that leads down. I mean, is there anywhere else to go? Can I go back? There's literally nowhere else to go, so... It's funny how there's, like, a decision, like, you choose. But, like, there's not really a choice. So what else are you gonna do? Here you go. Here's the, you know, Metal Gear Solid 3 ladder. Except you're going down. What a thrill. Can't you just slide down the ladder, you know? Do the thing like in Dark Souls. You know, just slide down the ladder. I imagine... I don't know where that is. Hey, what's up? Hey, what? Hello? No. Well, actually, I never slid down a ladder before. So... I don't know how it works. You, like... I guess you put your hands on the sides of the ladder and just kind of, like, go down that way. Once you get, like... I mean, I guess you... I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not rope. But would you get rope burn if you do that? I mean, ideally, I guess you would have gloves. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if you slide down a ladder, you know, how easy it would be, especially if it's a really long ladder. Wouldn't you just fall? Oh, anyway. Who am I? I don't know, you tell me. This place is... Where these creatures are coming from. I had another nightmare. I found myself in a deep dark basement that seemed to be cold, endless, and blacker than black. Blacker than black. Wasn't there an anime called that? Is it Darker Than Black? Or something like that? Anyway, I think it was pretty good. Anyway. I met a monster in the darkness. I was afraid of it. But once I surrendered to the dark, it gave me a mask. Whenever from this time on, I put on the mask, I became the monster, and I wasn't afraid anymore. So let's go. Okay, strange angle, but I guess... You know, it's funny, I mentioned, like, falling off the ladder. I guess we did fall off the ladder. Like, this is the wall, and I guess you drop down. Put on the mask, eh? I don't know. Let's see. Well, there's 2 ways to go. Why is everything turning weird? I don't know. Go this way. Hmm. Well, go that way. Huh. And it's a save room. That's good. No, it's not. Never mind. Hold on, wait. Immediately turn it back on, please. Okay. Hey, achievement unlocked? There's achievements? Were there achievements before? I wonder where I can see these achievements. Or is that just a joke? And I was like, I don't know. Anyway. Guess I'll save here. I wonder if that's like a one-off thing. You know, it's like a reference to another game. Not sure, because I haven't seen any other achievements. I can't get it open. As far as I remember, anyway. I actually don't remember. It's been a while. These are all children's books, non-fiction and youth novels. Okay. Oh, here's a map, I guess? It hurts my brain because I'm not sure. It's a very crudely drawn map. I'm not sure where we are. I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, we were from the ladder, right? So the ladder's on the right side. So the map itself is actually turned around, you know, in a way. At least from the initial angle that we came from. So technically, the ladder's on the right side, and we're on the north wing, I guess, of this area. I'm assuming. There's novels. In that case, we go down, we'll end up in the south wing, right? Is that how it works? There's some question marks as well. I imagine maybe I follow the question marks. Oh. This is a very nice place. I mean, I guess the entire area is not very nice, you know. Come on, open. Okay. Maybe the door to the left from the ladder wouldn't have opened anyway. It is disorientating, by the way. Because yeah, it seems like especially because of the map, you know, everything is kind of like turned around. Hard to tell where everything is. I wish I had a compass, you know? Switch. Down here. Yeah, this place is... yeah, this place is creepy. I mean, if the train station wasn't creepy enough, but, you know. Doesn't help that like there's so many rooms. It's a big place. There's a pool, I guess? Do not trust the creatures from the walls. Do not trust the dark ground. Do not trust anyone. Okay? Oh. There's a monster here. No. Hold on, wait. How about I don't do that, you know? Put on here. No, we're not. Okay, fine. What's the worst that can happen? Murder? Like I die? I'm not sure what the mechanic here is, to be honest. I mean, that's the monster, I guess. I don't know what to do with the monster, though. Hey, what's up? Huh? Hey, what's up? Hi. Huh? Hi, what's up? Ow. Okay. Can I... Can I go in the door? Alright. No, there's a bunch of monsters. Oh! Ah! There seems to be a door to the right. Maybe we can get there. Amazing upper body strength. Alright. I don't know if you could avoid that, actually. Just enter the room and then suddenly just... Because we just came off from, a weird monster room. Where all the monsters just stood still, I guess. You're not supposed to touch them. Oh, okay. Maybe, you're not supposed to touch the dark spots or whatever. It did, the note did mention that, I guess. Like, you're supposed to find a way to move without touching the dark spots. Anyway, we're here. Alright. There's a note. Looks like it's written in blood. Do not let the truth hurt you. Ow. It hurt me. Help. Can I stand still for a little bit so I can recover my health like in Call of Duty? No? Oh, can I just leave? And reset my health? I don't know. I feel like we have a health bar or something. An invisible health bar. Alright, so don't let the truth hurt you. Okay? Well, I guess I don't touch these things. I mean, seems simple enough. Is that water? I don't know. Metal box. It's secured by several wires. Candle. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Alright. Is the door unlocked in some other place? A candle, though. I feel like it's a special one. Should probably keep it for something important. Alright. We need that for something. Why is everything... Again, this is getting weird. I'm leaving. Well, alright. Now what? Do we have to go back again? Do I have to go past the monster room again? I don't go to the monster room again. Excuse me. Alright, I'm leaving. Bye. Leaving. Yeah, I wonder what that thing is on the ceiling by there, by the way. I thought that was the monster, but it was just hanging out. Anyway. I'm leaving. Bye! Nope. I'm, power walking away. We done? The music's still playing. Okay, I'm leaving. I don't know which way to go. I'd like to go back to the safe room, please. It seems like it won't follow me here. Okay. It just doesn't like it here, I guess. Good. Because I like to save. After all that... I want to do that all over again, Alrighty. So I did that. That was a fun adventure. We can continue exploring the south side, maybe. Well, let's see. I'll look at the map, actually. So... So I guess we went to the pool. Yeah, well, I do wonder, is there anything more to explore? Let's just double check. Hopefully the monster's not around. I guess to stop. Oh. I shouldn't go any closer. Okay, I got another achievement, by the way. And all these achievements. Okay. Alright. Bunch of masks there, by the way. Alright. Well. The monster is taking a break. It's taking its lunch break. Doesn't have time to chase us. Ah. Interesting. Can you get that key? Key for the operating room. What is this, by the way? Can I interact with it now? It's this weird spine monument. Medical equipment, but can't use it. If this was a survival horror game, you would get green herbs from it or something. But no, we don't have a health bar in this game. You get caught by the monster, you just freaking die. Ah yes, great. Nothing satanic about this at all. The first has pain to wear, which made her sorrow laid bare. The second was looking for fun. He could still see the colors of the sun. Okay. The third one lost all feelings without a trace. The fourth is a lie and has no face. The fifth one deserves protect, but unknowingly eating them up from the inside. The sixth has to begin the fight anew. Like the way helped them to unite. That was untie, no, unite. Okay. Bunch of masks, alright. Creepy masks. This one has no face. At least, there's that. That has no face, so that's... At least that's one. But I don't know the rest. What are the differences? That symbol as well. Life is resurrection symbol. I don't know. Punk. Pain has the one look crying. 2 is probably the one the Joker smile. Third, I have no idea. 4th is obviously no face. Heck, but you... Again, I feel like this may be translated weirdly. I mean, this face seems to camouflage, right? So maybe the idea is that lost all feelings without a trace, meaning they went invisible. You can't trace them. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird translation. Maybe it makes more sense in German or something. Assuming German is the original translation. It could be the other way around. I don't know. I've actually looked it up. In between sessions, and I think there's a German version. Actually, I don't know if it's the original version, but I think it is. I don't know. I don't want to. I have no idea. Actually. This one is, I think, eating up from the inside. Maybe it's this one. It's a weird. I mean, it's just by process of elimination, I guess, but weird way to describe it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like, rotting away, right? Or like, I don't know. It's more like has a big stain on its face. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway. No. Didn't do anything. Oh well. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know the order where I need to put these masks. Maybe I have to find it somewhere else. Not sure. I guess I'll just leave. just come back to that puzzle later. Because I think I understand the note, but unless I did it wrong, maybe. But I don't know what the order of where I need to put the mask. That's the one part I don't have. It's probably a clue from some other room. I mean, just like the other. Remember that other clue where you gotta find like 2 clues to it? You know, Black Spiral. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm leaving. Okay. Oh. All right. I guess not much else to explore around here. I guess. Let's activate this, maybe. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Okay. Hi, what's up? Hey, what's up? Giant monster. Alright. Not make it angry. Let's go. I don't know. Let's pick a direction. Let's go this way. Oh, okay. I think this is where we were actually. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Can't open that. I know this is back to where we were. Yeah, save room. Might as well save, I guess. I don't like the idea of going back to that, you know, giant monster again, but I guess we have to. Oh, well, it's not here. Where'd it go? That makes it even more disconcerting. There's a button here. Did I press it? No? Guess not. Maybe if you came from this side, you would use the button to open the door. It's already opened though, right? I think so. Anyway. Let's go over here. What's over here? It's a wheelchair. You know, that's a motif too. There's like the weird spine thing going on, and also wheelchairs. I'm assuming, you know, the condition of the spine also is like symbolic of like, not really symbolic really, it's just literally actually makes you end up in a wheelchair, I'm assuming, right? Whoever was the scribe, you know, the patient who had the condition of the spine and, you know, consequently got bullied because of it and, you know, had this whole thing, you know, at school, and then they, like, I'm assuming murdered a bunch of people. I don't know. I'm assuming it has something to do with the wheelchair, obviously. The condition also maybe made them have to use a wheelchair. Possibly? Oh. This was like... sidestep it. No? Oh, I died. What? What do you mean? I mean, I guess we just simply don't go up. I was just exploring, you know? Now, I was wondering what these mean, by the way. I don't know. One of it's lit up, but there's no... I get no description. Can't interact. Oh. Angle change, that's why. Door's locked. One of the 4 displays is light up. Okay, so I need to light up all, you know, all 4 of those displays to open that door. I guess let's go in this very suspicious door. Change the camera angle. As like weird, I don't know, what do we call it? Vines coming from it. Dark vines. Seems to be locked from the other side. Oh, damn it. Well, then where do I go then? Let me try that again. Okay. I just keep holding back. Because I lose control of my character. I wasn't sure what he's supposed to do there. You know, I'm supposed to sidestep it? Am I supposed to equip my sword and shield and start a boss fight? I don't know. It was very ambiguous, but I guess you just keep holding down the back button. Is what you're supposed to do there. Yeah, it seemed like it kept forcing me to, keep going uh, towards the creature. But you gotta keep just holding down. Also, what's this? No? The door won't budge. There's a small paper on it. Do not light the false ideals. I wonder what that means. Oh, this way. Alright. Safe, but don't see any way to open it. Psychological specialist books about identity disorders. One of the pages is marked. Identity diffusion. The term identity diffusion is understood as a state of an unsuccessful identity formation. Affected people have difficulties with their own values and to develop ideas for their future. It's not unusual for children and teenagers to have difficulties in forming an own identity. However, sometimes even adults may suffer under such conditions. Oh. Hey, Bear Time, by the way. Yeah, thanks for lurking. And Happy New Year to you, too. And on time recording this, it's 2023. Amazing. Yeah, adults may suffer under such conditions. The consequences might be uncertainties, doubts, a feeling of being lost, as well as an over-identification with role models. This could lead to a complete abandonment of one's personality. Okay, something about identities, I guess. Wonder if that's relevant. Looks like a psychological report. Patient name, Anthony Myler. Okay, now that's confirmed. We saw that name before, actually, in the Model Railroad Club, I believe, in that room. Anthony Myler. Male, 25 years. 25 years old? That seems to be different from the Anthony that we know, the kid. Single and ready to mingle. The patient exhibits patterns of depression and some sociopathic traits. Okay. His self-perception is heavily distorted due to some events in the patient's past. Different parts of the patient's personality are in conflict with one another, while the dominant rational parts are trying to suppress the more infantile emotional ones. The suspicion of a dissociative identity disorder could not be confirmed. Still, it is likely that the patient is suffering from other conditions, and identity diffusion might be a possible option. Those are, I guess, two different things. I don't know. Is this real? I feel like this is like Hollywood psychology. I don't know if any of this is real, in real life. But an identity diffusion might have hindered the patient to form an own personality during his teenage years. Chances of rehabilitation are yet unclear. All right. Something about instead of can't say that word. Instead of DID, I guess it's identity diffusion instead, because at least the way it works in a lot of Hollywood movies or whatever, Hollywood plots, is that identity disorder or dissociative identity disorder usually means someone has a split personality. Like two people living in the same body or whatever, and they always switch. Like I guess the classic one would be Dr. Jekyll, right? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or something like that. Is that the right word? Who's the doctor? Who's the doctor? Jekyll or Hyde? Anyway, more psychological specialist books. Also, what's over there? You can barely see it. Oh, there you go. We can go there. Weak. Pathetic. Oh, here you go. This is what I needed. This, the satanic symbol, I think, or whatever. Actually, it looks like the Jewish symbol. Actually, is there a connection? I'm not sure. I'm not very up to date with religion. I don't know how it works. But we needed this actually because we needed to know in which order do we put the masks on the mannequins. And okay, so basically, it's clockwise, but it starts on the starting from 6. I guess starting from the second. I guess what do you call it? Corner, of the star. Oh, anyway. We basically have to remember that. I don't know, clockwise. Let's write that down. Clockwise, starting from second corner, I guess. So note to myself. Oh, there's some other handwritten notes below the star. Read it. Yeah, I mean, this is the one we read before, actually. First has pain to wear. Second's looking for fun. The third one lost all feelings without a trace. Fourth is alive. Fifth one is protect. That's the one I don't understand the sentence. The fifth one is there to protect, but unknowingly eating them from the inside. I don't know. To protect what? This feels like a sentence fragment. Anyway, a sixth has begin to fight anew, like the way, helping unite. All right. Actually, there's a icon on the bottom right that seems to indicate that we can just look at that paper again from the menu. Weak, pathetic, ugly. Also, broken, says there? Broken. Okay, I think this is a puzzle as well. 3 pictures. 3 photorealistic, stock photos. Seems like. Ugly, pathetic, weak, and broken. The game did mention something about like don't illuminate the false lies or whatever. I'm not sure. Smack is wearing a pretty dress. Not sure. I wonder if I'm supposed to use a flashlight? Ugly, pathetic, weak. I mean, the only thing... Oh, we can unplug. I think we do. Dresses in rags. It looks wrong on the mannequin. Oh. Oh. Everything, help. Everything's changed. Help. Can you put it back on, please? No? Guess not. Hello? That's strange. Okay, I read this already. I'll double check if anything's changed. It seems like it's the same note. Yeah. I guess I'll leave. Turn on the flashlight to see a monster. Jump scare me. Oh. It's a mannequin jump scare, actually. A mannequin. Isn't that strange? Well, the lights are still not really lighting up. It's just same old, same old. What was that note, actually? I can't remember. What was the note that mentioned, like... about, like, illuminating the lies or whatever? It was... well, it was on the door, right? Now we can go in the door, actually. Do I want to be in here? I don't know. I leave. I immediately leave. Because I haven't checked out the right side yet, actually. There you go. Do have the key. Alrighty. It is our goal to make the patient brave enough to get back to high spirits, and not to get dragged down by their sorrow and depression. We need a certain amount of trust to do that, though. We can only achieve this when the patient feels safe. If we succeed in creating a trusting relationship, there's hope for rehabilitation. I always read that wrong, by the way, because I always think rehab, right? Rehab. But rehabilitation sounds a little bit different. Anyway. There's a listing below. Okay. Yellow, orange, red, and blue. And this is probably important as well. Maybe? Yellow equals serenity, warmth, and optimism. Orange is high spirits, bravery, vitality. Red is love, passion, anger. Blue is calm, trust, and melancholy. Alright. gonna write this down real quick. Yellow. Any. Write this down, literally. Write it all down. I don't know if it matters, but. Alright. Oh, there's more. Wait, hold on. Green. Hope. Contentment. Alright. I don't know how that's related to the note, you know? Are these different pills that you gotta feed the patient to increase trust? I'm not sure. Also, there's lockers. There's an open locker here. You know, I wonder if we need to hide in this locker when the monster shows up, most likely. There's patient record files. There's a light switch. I don't know if I want to turn on the light switch yet. An X-ray of a spine. There's an arrow that goes up for some reason. That looks kind of out of place. It looks like the QTE, like arrow key. On this X-ray, you can see a spine which got some sort of stabilization applied. Some operating dates and deployment plans. Well, okay, here you go. So here's the colors, I guess. You gotta put these screws on, but well, I don't know where to put each one, really. I know what they stand for, I guess, but beds in the corner. Any other hints? Not sure. Nothing happens. Oh, really? I thought something would happen, actually. Well, I think this is, again, another puzzle where I can't really solve it at the moment, because I don't know in which order am I supposed to put the, colors. So I guess we'll come back to this later. Alrighty. I kind of want to go back and save, to be honest. There's one more room to the north, but I'm scared. So I'm scared of dying and having to, you know, do all that over again. So the save room's right here. Might as well. Save the game. I'll probably solve that mask puzzle as well. Well, since I'm here, actually, I guess. Alright. So I think we have all the clues that we need to summon Satan. Let's see. So starting from pain and sorrow, which I believe is this one. And you gotta do it clockwise, starting from this mannequin. There. The next one is fun. This guy is a fun guy. He likes to put paint on himself. And asks you how he got those scars. Number 3, lost all feelings without a trace. I believe it... Yeah, this one. Again, I'm assuming... I mean, I don't know entirely, but I'm assuming it's this one because of the double meaning of without a trace, right? As in, like, not being seen. Number 4 has no face. Is this one? Guy just has no face. there. And then the fifth one is being eaten up from the inside. I'm assuming it's this one. It's the only one that makes sense to me anyway. And that's the only ones I'm not really sure about. The one being eaten from the inside, the one that unites everybody. But I'm assuming it's this one. This one unites everybody, I'm assuming. Oh, something happened. Mannequin wearing a mask. Alright. What did that accomplish? I don't know. Oh yeah, here we go. So, basically, yeah. Oh, I didn't notice the mask symbol. It looks like a diamond, you know, but... Or like some kind of rock. But, there you go. So, solving the mask puzzle turns on one of the lights. That's good. I wonder if this light... Was this light always on? Oh, I think this is... Oh, it looks like a candle. Yeah, maybe it's related to the candle somehow. There's two more though, so we gotta figure those one out. So the only way to go will be up here, I believe. Go this way. This room that looks like more sewers, maybe. This one seems like, I don't know. It's a very wet room. A few ways to go. Okay. Well, okay, I don't know. I don't know which way to go. Let's check the doors. Sometimes the doors are locked anyways. You can't really open them in the first place. Well, you go in here. Ooh, a theater. Yeah, this train station has a lot of variety of stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are the photos we have, actually. That's the creepy one, actually. Of course. That did jump me a little bit. There's no... Collecting memories and looking back at the past can be painful, but if you do, new doors will open. New ways will show up. German. Again, I don't know if the game was originally in German and this simply wasn't translated, or is maybe the other way around, where they translate, the German version accidentally changed the English version. I'm not sure. Die Landwen hat sich verdidet und glitt dus nemsel. No, I actually want to know what she's saying here. Let me see. Okay, well, basically it says here, the screen has changed, and it's now like a hall lost in darkness. That's all. That's all. She's just describing what it is. Anyway, I was just curious. That's all. All right. Oh. Yeah, well, that's a bad, I guess. I don't know what that accomplished, to be honest. We got a note, but it just said something about, like, looking back at memories can be painful, but then you'll learn new things, I guess. If you do. Great. What's over here? Looks like someone wrote this using a black ink. They've hurt you. The others. Life itself and those who left you alone. Pain has eaten you up from the inside, and you didn't know how to handle it. So you put on a mask and hid in the dark. The darkness won't give you any warmth. It will surround you, crawl into you, and cloud your senses. Until all you can feel is bleakness. Alright. Can I put on the mask though? No, guess not. wonder if you can get. I wonder if you can get into the projector room, but anyway. Well, that's that, I guess. It was just a nice movie. I like jump scares you at the end. Let's continue. I was wondering what these are. What are these? They're like grates? They look like cages, to be honest, but... I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Alright. Like, we're underground. I mean, we are already underground, but this looks even more like underground. Blocked. And blocked. And blocked? Yep. What about this one? And blocked. What about this one? And blocked. What's this? Huh? What about this one? And blocked. Is that a... Oh, I only noticed the noose. This is a chair and that's a noose. Alrighty. What are these? Gears? Miner's lamp. Looks like it's connected to some kind of mechanism. Okay. This doesn't really help me. I use a crowbar. No. I light it up. I put on the mask. With fire in it. There you go. Because I wasn't sure what miner's lamp meant. Does it mean like an electric lamp? Or like... Because when I think miner's lamp, to be honest, I do think of electric lamp. You know, the one that you put on the helmet, right? No, it's... Actually does use fire. There you go, the gears started turning. Oh, and there's a train. Hey, are you gonna destroy that bed, I wonder? There's no way you can run over that train, right? Or that bed, right? No? Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. This damn thing almost ran me over. Where'd that even come from? You know, they're really ramping up the jump scares. At this point. Alright, well, that's that, I guess. Can I go in these doors now? No? I was wondering if the doors would unlock. It's not. Explore the train, actually? No. Oh. I guess that's it? Just jump scares. This place is just jump scares. Alright, well... What a fun adventure. Let's go down here instead. Wonder what's over here. Oh. Oops. Yeah, okay, this led back over here. Which, it did light up the thing, though. Okay, so that did serve a purpose. It wasn't clear, to be honest, but... Lighting up the gears, or lighting up the lamp to activate the gears. Did activate another light. And up back here. There's one more, though. It's like a hammer of some sort. I'm assuming it's related to the spine puzzle, but I'm still not entirely sure how you're supposed to solve it. Alright, okay. I'm just looking at the list that I typed out and the colors. I guess you're supposed to look for the words. In that case, it is our goal to make the patient brave. Right, brave. Brave is orange, actually. Okay, so the clue is already in here. It wasn't really clear to me initially, but I think I understand now. Or maybe it's starting from the bottom. Okay, maybe that's the case. Because I'm looking at the X-ray. I was wondering why the arrow key is there. It looks out of place. It's like part of the UI. But maybe that's saying you need to start from the bottom. That's what you're supposed to do. So, orange. It's it's how do you say it's air key's not working for some reason. Anyway, it's devious, you know, actually, because when you click on the screw, when you select the screw, it automatically starts here, right? You think this is the first, but actually you start from the bottom. Trick me. Orange, black, blue, brown, green. Is that it? No? Damn it. That's not right. Alright, well, apparently the solution to this puzzle is a very confusing one, but I think I was partially right. I was thinking about it, but like, yeah, you're supposed to... The order of the colors, which is outlined in the note itself, is based on the words, and the words itself has a particular order based on this note. Like, the idea is that... it's very confusing, though, and maybe it's because of the translation. But like, you start with sorrow, right? And then it says here, we can only choose it when they feel safe. So you have to make... They're in sorrow. The patient has sorrow, and then you gotta make them feel safe. And once they're safe, then you create a trusting relationship, and then there's hope. And the goal is to be in high spirits, I guess. I don't know. That's a very confusing... I don't know. I don't like this puzzle because the problem with the getting like a logical order out of these sentences is that I feel like you can interpret it in many ways, you know? I don't know. This is bravery, right? Wow, isn't there bravery? I don't know, but I guess bravery is like orange, I guess. High spirits of bravery. That's another thing as well, it's ambiguous. They use the same words for the same color. That makes it kind of weird as well. Because where do you put bravery, right? In which order? And I don't know. And to not get dragged down by their sorrow and depression. Like, where do you put that in the order? I guess from the beginning, but that's what's confusing as well. Anyway, my complaint about this puzzle is that I don't like the way, you know, they try to like explain the order because, I don't know. I just feel like it's very subjective. You know? Again, maybe it's because I'm assuming that again. I'm assuming there's a translation, even if there isn't. It's just a really weird way to explain, you know, the order of like of the screws, you know, because you can interpret the order in different ways because it's like just sentences, you know. I don't know. I wish it was more... maybe not obvious, but like, I wish there was a logic to it that made sense, but it didn't seem like it makes any sense to me. Anyway, but basically the idea, you're supposed to interpret the, you know, the note itself quite literally and understand the process of the way they, you know, the way they deal with the patient. So first is sorrow. The patient is in sorrow, and you start from the bottom because of that X-ray picture, by the way. Start from the bottom. You gotta make them feel safe, I guess. So safety is, what was it? Check my notes. Safety is, I believe, brown. Right, so brown. Gotta make them feel safe. And when you make them feel safe, they can trust you, I guess. And trust is blue. Right? And when they can trust you, then there's hope, I guess. And the goal is to make them be in high spirits. Orange. There you go. I don't know. It's like... Because I would interpret it in different ways. For example, like, maybe the goal is to make them high spirits, but then you want them to give them hope later. I don't know. It's like, it's very strange. I don't like this puzzle. I got some parts. I understood the X-ray. I understood the colors and everything, but the fact that it also had a layer of like understanding in which order, depending on the context of like the doctor's like steps or whatever, it wasn't very clear. I don't know. Again, maybe I just wanted to make it easier. Because if you want to make it easier, it would be to literally just say, first, you need to do this. And then thirdly, you need to do that. And then fifthly, don't forget to do this. And before you do this, firstly, you need to do that. You know, it's like using like actual, like first, next, you know, use like instruction language, not just like, use like technical writing language, not just like, use like casual language. Because when you do that, again, it's like, I feel like it makes it, a lot of it up to interpretation. Anyway, I'm complaining about that. I was stuck on that puzzle for a long time. I'm gonna go back to save. I'm gonna save the game. Alright. Okay, so frustrations aside, you know, from the last puzzle that I did, well, we did it. So we got 4 lights. So I think we can move on now. Right? That's the main goal here. On the map, it said it was an X. So X marks the spot. I think it locked behind us. I can't get back. Oh well. Oh, nowhere else to go but forward. Do not look away. What if I look away though? No? What if I look away? What if I look away? I don't know what we're not looking away at, but I wonder what that is. Oh, that was weird. Anyway. And I'm dead. Alright, good. Great. Are you supposed to actually look back, maybe? Yeah, okay, I was actually doing it right the first time. That's funny. I thought I was doing it wrong by, like, looking back the whole time, but... Because I thought the monster was, like, in front of me, not behind me. Alright. Alright, so this time, you actually have to look at the monster. Aha! The power of light, just like in Luigi's Mansion. We gotta flash, you know, shine your flashlight at the ghosts, and then suck them up in the vacuum cleaner. Ah, Mario! Mario? No? Oh, okay. What's this? Everything that's happening happens now, in this very moment. All these battles and the fear will decide if you take the step into the dark abyss, or make you choose to see the light of a new day. Whatever you say, bro. Hey, go back? It's probably a long way back. I don't know if you should bother. Oh, turn on the light. Boop. It's over. Let Ivy and Anthony go. Hiding them won't help. They will never vanish. And all of this will never end. Let them go. Just let go. Oh. Press the button repeatedly to avoid dying. Still see some spines on the left and right. I put on the mask. No? Okay, that's not. I don't have a flashlight, seems like. I guess I'll use the candle. No? There you go. I gotta light the candle, obviously. Now I know why you're here. I know you are necessary. But we can't allow you to pull everything down into the dark. It's not done. Not yet. Not over yet, Snake. You two are safe for now, but there's something I have to do before it's too late. If I succeed, I'll come back. Save the game. Alright. They're unconscious, but they seem to be okay overall. Hold on, you two. Alright. Guess we'll move on. Hey, it's the final bone fragment. That seems to be all of them. I wonder if I could put them together now. Maybe. Put together the fragments. Also, this looks like a YouTube icon. Remember to like and subscribe. Now, a single page of a newspaper. Most of it's torn apart. All I can read is the date. May 4th. It's, May 4th, 2006. It all started with a slight curvature. It won't be much of a problem to get it under control, they said. But now my entire life feels crooked. They've hurt me, and I was too weak to endure the pain. Now I'm lying at the bottom of the abyss and can't find my way up again. How did it come to this? What should I do now? Is there even a way back up again? I've seen 2 photos, by the way. I don't know where you get those photos. Anyway, look at these spines. Hold on, I want to look at the last one I got. Okay. Alright. Whoop. Congratulations. You have combined the Triforce of spines. No, I got a bone key though. Alright. The bone key. Put on the mask? Yeah, put on the mask. Can you save the game? No, you don't feel safe. I mean, we did just save, but I don't know. I want to save every 5 seconds, alright? Let's board it up. Can I... Oh, I can't. I was trying to use my crowbar, but can't open the menu. Also, we're transforming into someone else? I don't know. You have used the bone key. I activate my knife. No. Don't do it. Alright, is that it? That's the ending? Okay. Dedicated to those who have darkness in their hearts. That just reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, to be honest. Anyways, darkness in your heart. Anyway, I guess that's it. Kind of a weird ending there, but I don't know if there's any difference. I don't know if you can change the ending or not. It seems like not really. I know that if you play through the game again, there are some slight changes depending on your decisions, maybe. Some like random events that might be a little bit different. but I don't think you really like have like a radically like different ending as far as I know. I did miss 2 photos. I don't know where you got those 2 photos. I must have missed it somehow. No idea where I would find them. I kind of don't really want to play through the game again though, because it's one of those games where it's like it's not really easy to go back and forth. You know, I would have to like go through a bunch of stuff all over again, and I don't know. I don't know if I feel like I want to do that at the moment. But there you go. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that's just like a little stinger at the end. Let me just say my general like thoughts on the game. I mean, for one, the interpretation of the story. I mean, as I understood it, it seemed like. I mean, it seemed like it was all in his head. I guess like the person you saw at the very end there. I'm assuming is Anthony, right? Kind of weird that we have like. I'm assuming like kid Anthony, but I guess there's also the adult Anthony, who I assume is also the voice as well. You know, that you always hear in the telephone. And I guess it was just all in his head, you know? As far as I understood it anyway. Kind of a cop-out, you know, when you say it that way, but it really was just all a dream as far as I understand it. Though I do, like, well, a lot of it's ambiguous though. Like, you wonder how much of it's like true. Did he like murder a bunch of people? I'm assuming maybe. Thank you for playing. The story of this game is characters are fictitious. Should put that in the beginning. Scoliosis, mental health issues. There's some truth. Inspired by themes, nightmares, and views of the creator. Some of the locations of the game are inspired by real places. Wow. But yeah. So the story. Oh, there you go. There's always a stinger, isn't there? They always add a little epilogue in a lot of games. I don't know. It's just a small thing here. It's just stats. Playtime 4 hours, about 5 hours. I got 8 out of 10 photos. I didn't get all the photos, which I don't know if there's any reason to get all the photos, as far as I know. I don't know. They're just little photos you look at, I guess. And 2 secret goals achieved. Now, you see something in the window there, by the way. I don't know. Save the game? Sure. Any reason to? Start a new game or load a game, I guess. I don't want to start a new game, but interesting. You can start like a new game plus, you know, basically. All right, so that's the game. Again, continuing my interpretation of the story. So basically, yeah, it's, you know, Skolios the game. I'm assuming it was just all in Anthony's head, right? So the lore that we've been getting from all the little notes is that Anthony, I'm assuming, has some kind of spine condition or whatever, scoliosis in particular, where he has a crooked spine, which is seemingly innocuous, really. But then somehow it became, you know, it caused him to become a subject of like bullying, and you know, the bullying, you know, kind of got out of hand. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's real, where he actually did murder his bullies. I don't know. Either that or some kind of incident. I'm not sure. But something happened, and maybe he went to prison, maybe, or he went missing. I'm not sure. Well, it said he went missing, though. I'm not sure. I have no idea exactly what happened. But something happened. You know, and he has some kind of weird, like, obsession with his, like, condition, his spine condition, you know, and somehow that, like, equates to his, like, I guess, you know, self-confidence or whatever, and, like, something like that, you know. I mean, classic story of, like, just not, like, fitting in society, basically. It's a common theme, really. And that obviously spiraled him into, like, depression and da-da-da-da, and, you know. And I guess it's in the whole game itself is kind of representation of that, you know, through the monsters, and, like, trying to escape and things like that. The game also mentioned, like, something about identity diffusion, so maybe that's just a way to, I guess, justify the different characters. Maybe, like, the main character herself, Cora, like, at the end there, you see her, She is basically a gender bent version of the character that you saw at the end, which I assume is Anthony Meyer, although I'm not entirely sure because it's left ambiguous. I'm assuming that. So she's really just a gender bent version of himself. I guess. I don't know. I don't know the reason why, but like I guess it's just gender bent version. I don't know. He just wanted boobs. Anyway. But yeah, so all the characters that you see in the game are just different like parts of his own identity. I'm assuming that's what it is. Again, a lot of assumptions because again, not everything is like fully explained, but that's my interpretation anyway. So Ivy and the smaller kid version of Anthony, which I feel like is weird. Why would he be just a kid version of himself? It'd be more interesting if he was also a different person. But anyway, but yeah, so those people that you see during the events of the game, those are just like, again, just different versions of himself. And very Silent Hill, the only one I'm super familiar with is Silent Hill 2. So there's a lot of themes here that are kind of very similar to Silent Hill 2. Different, I guess, plot, I guess, different like literal events, that happen in Silent Hill 2, but very similar, in terms of theming and the ideas, and like how the characters kind of represent different parts of the main character and it's interesting. And obviously there's the horror elements as well. I do like the I do like the horror elements basically. There's a very good atmosphere in this game. The graphics, as well. With what they have anyway, it felt like really good, it felt like definitely did make me imagine, like these really creepy environments and the sound effects. I gotta say the sound effects was the sound design really was really good in this game actually. I did recycle a few like default RPG Maker sounds, I feel like, but even then I do feel like all the little sound effects and everything really made you feel immersed in the world. So I gotta say that's a big strength of this game, just in general the environments, and especially again very Silent Hill-y, I guess. Is that a word? Silent Hill-y? No, Silent Hill-esque. A very psychological as well. You see, there's definitely like tons of symbolism, and you interpret that for what like really happened. I guess the real events of what happened. What else? But yeah, the world itself is like really, I feel like really well designed, and obviously the fact that you're like teleporting around and everything, it makes you very disorientating. I feel like I don't know, I could take it or leave it, I guess. But I guess even though I didn't enjoy it a lot in terms of like because you're teleporting around a lot, especially of the camera angles, that little gimmick, I guess, where like when you face a certain way, the entire like camera changes. In some ways it's pretty cool. But in like gameplay wise, it does get confusing though when you're trying to explore the map and everything. Like because everything keeps changing, you get so disorientated. But in a way, maybe that's intended by the developer. So you interpret it in that way. So, or rather, if you interpret it in that way, in the sense that you are supposed to feel like disoriented, in that case, it did work. So, again, I don't know how I feel about it, because gameplay wise, it's not fun, but theming wise, immersion wise, it did fit though. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I guess it did add to the game. At least it made the game unique anyway. But yeah, so there's that. The puzzles as well are mostly fine. I did like the puzzles. There's three really that I complain about, and I'll summarize my complaints now. Definitely, there's two puzzles that involve finding a item, right? I believe there's like the document that you needed to find in one of the rooms that had the black spiral, and what was the other one? Oh, damn it, I don't remember now. Actually, I don't remember what the other one was, but basically my complaint is that those important clues, those important items that you need to solve the puzzle, they're kind of too hidden in the environment, I wish they stood out a little bit more, like, I don't know, you gotta balance like art design with game design, but I do feel like those two items that I missed, I do wish they stood out a little bit more, Obviously, you can do the very easy ways to make them sparkle, I guess, but that might be too cliche, I don't know, like a lot of RPG Maker games do that. Or it's just make them contrast with the world a bit more, Oh yeah, now I remember. It's the basement, right? The one where you're trying to go to the depths of the train station, like the last chapter, I guess. The wall you're supposed to break down, but like it wasn't very obvious because the wall just kind of blended in with the environment, you know. So yeah, I do wish they stood out a little bit more, you know, a little bit more contrast, you know, make them like, I don't know, change the color or the brightness. I don't know, just make them like very different from the rest of the environment, so the player can, you know, subtly, in a very subtle way, it like prompts the player to like check it out. Because to me, the 2 times that I missed it, you know, I kind of just bumbled around a whole punch, and I didn't realize it was an actual thing I can interact with, right? So I could have saved a lot of time, but I missed it because it just did not stand out at all. So that's my problem with those 2, you know, things, those 2 interaction points in the game. And I guess thirdly, definitely the puzzle involving the screws, you know. That puzzle had a lot of layers to it, you know. I mean, not a lot, but like it had 3 layers to it, you know. It had like the layer of like understanding what the colors of the screws meant, in which order, you know, from like bottom to top, which is like a clue on X-ray. I got those 2 clues, but what I didn't understand, you're supposed to interpret the doctor's note, you know, the doctor's note in such a way that it describes the procedure, you know, of what color you're supposed to put the screws in, and that's very confusing. I really wish that was like reworded and use more technical language, because that did not feel all that you know, clear at all. You know, it just felt like someone was just writing a bunch of stuff, and like, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with translation. Assuming this game was translated from German, I'm assuming that's what it was, but again, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really found like a thing that really mentioned that directly. I'm just assuming based on, you know, on the store page, and like it mentioned like a German translation and, you know, things like that. But I don't know. I feel like that needs to be fixed. I mean, in regards to translation as well, again, I don't know if this is was originally just in English, but there are some typos though. I feel like there are some weird typos here and there. I don't know if the developer has time to fix that, but there's a few typos here and there. I feel like that makes it kind of weird, like tenses, you know. That's what I've noticed in a lot of translations though. Like anything that's been translated to English, I feel like, because, you know, English is dumb, you know, but like tenses, you know, future tense, present tense, and past tense, sometimes they get mixed up in the same sentence, and that's a problem because it doesn't flow very well in English when you do that. So that's something I've noticed a few times, just here and there. Not really like a lot, but like just here and there. There's not a lot of dialogue in this game. I wouldn't say it's a very dialogue-heavy game, but well, I still notice a few here and there. And obviously, there's some points where, you know, literally some dialogue is in German instead of English. So some parts is just not translated. There's at least 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm just trying to think. Anything else kind of stands out to me? Music is good, I feel like. I don't know, again, it's indie games, you know, I don't know if it's public domain or not, but either way, it does fit the mood and the atmosphere of the game, which again, this is really good. I feel like, again, that's the strength of this game. I really do like the whole, you know, it's interesting, you know, I don't know, I like the whole, I mean, I like Silent Hill, at least Silent Hill 2 in particular, and this game really did capture that feeling, you know. You didn't get like a shotgun or anything, you didn't hit zombies of like, I don't know, of like a crowbar or whatever, but in every other aspect, it does fit it, you know. And, you know, in a way, I actually did like it better without too much combat, you know. Because to me anyway, because, you know, it depends on the person, but for me, I generally do not like survival horror. I don't like the survival aspects of like horror games, really. You know, you gotta get a shotgun, make sure you don't use too much bullets, you know, you gotta like use a melee weapon, gotta knife the zombies, you know, it's just tedious at a certain point. It's interesting the first time, like, you know, the first few minutes, like you're like, oh no, you know, you gotta like conserve ammo, you know, oh no, the zombies are gonna attack you, no, you know, you gotta like run away or whatever. But like at a certain point, you're going back to the same rooms and the zombies respawn, and then you're like, oh, okay, here you go again, pew pew pew. And here you go again, pew pew pew. You know, it gets tedious at a certain point. It gets monotonous. I don't know. I guess some players, they balance that by like upping the difficulty, but to me that just makes it even more tedious because, you know, the enemies take even longer to kill, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't like survival aspect of it, you know. Usually, if it's like a little bit, very like a teensy bit, if it's like a little bit of survival elements, then it's okay. But if it gets to the point where it just basically you're grinding zombies like an RPG, is like, I don't know, it takes away from the horror aspect, the tense, the tension rather of the atmosphere. Yeah, it's funny because this game was described as like a slow burn kind of game, slow pace kind of game. But I actually did not feel that, Maybe it's because I play so many visual novels, but like there's a lot of visual novels that are way slower because it's all reading, right? But Skolios, not really. I actually did feel, other than the times where I got lost, I guess, but which happened quite a few times. Other than that, though, it did feel like I had good pacing, actually. I didn't feel like it was actually all that slow. There's some like moments in the beginning where you gotta like explore a whole lot, and there wasn't like monsters at every corner necessarily, but it was still tense. You're still like, you don't know what's going on. There's like a mystery, so that kind of keeps you invested, right? That's the hook. So I didn't feel like it was actually all that slow, really. In my opinion, anyway. I'm just thinking overall, really. It wasn't that slow, especially in the end, it's like a bunch of I feel like anyway, actually, at the end, there's a little bit too much monsters, actually, it was like at every like 2 seconds, it'd be like another jump scare, like a monster chasing you, That makes sense, though, because it's a horror game, but I feel like if you do that too much, that makes the game too much like an action movie, you're just running away from everything the whole time. So that's my only, not really criticism, but my only fear definitely would be the fact that games without combat, the only like problem with that is that all you do is like run away from everything. There's no variety on what you do. But in this game they do have a little bit of variety, so that is interesting. But yeah, overall, it's just rambling for too long. But like overall, Skolios was a really good game, really good horror game. Definitely captured that like classic horror vibes, so I really liked it because of that, especially in like an RPG Maker engine, which is I feel like kind of hard to do, right? Because I have a limited kind of engine, but they made it work, with their limitations, so that makes it even cooler, I feel like, anyway. So yeah, really good, like psychological horror kind of game. The only thing that kind of left me wanting maybe is like the plot itself, the fact that it was all a dream, at least that's the implication anyway, or a hallucination or whatever. Kind of a letdown, to be honest. I wish there was a little bit more to it than that, but I'm just thinking about Silent Hill as well. Silent Hill is also kind of ambiguous, whether or not it's like supernatural or like just all in the main character's head. That's kind of the point as well. I feel like in Skolios, though, I feel like it made it a little bit too on the nose in terms of like the fact that it's all in his head. I wish there was a bit more ambiguity of like the supernatural, at least a little bit. It's funny because I actually don't like supernatural elements in my stories, generally speaking. But if it's like ambiguous, though, whether or not it's supernatural or not, like it's realistic in a way, even though it's supernatural, I do like it, though. If there's like a mystery behind it, if there's like a horror vibe to it, then I'm like more interested, Anyway, overall, again, Skolios, really good game. But yeah, then there's more to explore, really. The game did mention like if you do a second playthrough, like everyone's playthrough is actually slightly different. There's like different events, I believe, and like depending on decisions and some random events, as I mentioned before. So I don't know. So definitely, even if you watch someone else play, maybe you should play yourself to see if there's any differences. Also, let me collect all the collectibles, maybe, because I missed 2 photos. I'll do some research, but I don't think collecting all the photos really do anything. If they're, usually for me anyway, if collectibles are just collectibles for the sake of being collectibles, I usually don't go out of my way to like get them all. If it unlocks like a secret little thing, though, like a secret ending or a secret cutscene, maybe I'll try to do that. But I guess I'll see. I have to do some research. And see if it actually affects anything. If it doesn't, then then it'll probably just be it. That's it. That'll be my playthrough. But there you go. That was it for Skolios. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs the channel, so you can look for those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.